Hi guys, this is Sandeep from FoneArena and today we are going hands-on with the newly announced LG G5 smartphone. So this here is the successor to the LG G4 and let's take a look at what it offers us this year. The design is quite similar to the LG G2 and maybe a mix of the LG G3 as well. It has a new 5.3-inch display up front with a resolution of 1440p, so it is smaller than the previous generation G4 which had a 5.5-inch display. Above the display there is an 8-megapixel camera as well as the earpiece and the ambient light and proximity sensors. The display is actually quite different in the terms of actually blending in with the metal design, and it doesn't actually feel like 2.5D curved glass, but it seems to blend in with the design of the phone and feels quite good to use. It feels like it's actually edge to edge and borderless, if you will. So at the bottom over here there's the LG branding, and you can actually remove this part. We'll show it to you later pretty soon, and you can actually attach different modules. There's a camera module and you can actually access the battery compartment. The battery on the smartphone is a 2800 milliampere battery. So now moving over to the back, you have again the metal design over here, the G5 branding over here. There's a fingerprint sensor which also works as the power/lock key. There's a dual lens system here, the primary one which is a 16-megapixel standard camera and the secondary one which is an 8-megapixel wide camera. You have a laser autofocus as well as dual tone LED flash. This here is not a part of the phone, it's just here on the show floor, so your unit won't have this button over here. At the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack, the IR blaster, the secondary microphone, and at the bottom you actually have the USB Type-C port which now supports Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0, which is 27% faster and up to 45% more efficient compared to Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0. There's a primary microphone along with the loudspeaker as well over here. The bezels are quite minimal, you can say, but there's actually some black borders on the display, but overall the handset feels quite compact and good to hold. It fits well in the palm of your hand thanks to the rounded edges, and it actually feels quite light compared to the other smartphones you get these days. Despite being metal, it feels quite light, quite agile. And moving over to the right side, you will see that there is a card slot over here which houses the micro SD card slot as well as the SIM card slot. And over to the other side, you have the volume rocker button here which has shifted from the back on the LG G4 and G3, and now it's back on the side. So this phone is powered by a Snapdragon 820 processor, which is one of the most powerful processors you can get today. It is running on Android 6.0 Marshmallow and has the latest February security update as well. The device also has 4GB of RAM and 32GB of onboard storage. And let's just go into the memory and see how much memory is in use currently. So average memory use is said to be around 2GB, which is still not much considering that you have a total memory of 3.7GB and should be really good for multitasking as well. The smartphone has an always-on display feature, so let's just demo that for you. So now I press the lock button and you can see that the smartphone is showing you the date, the time, and it'll also show you the notifications if you have any. So this stays on always unless you choose to disable it, and is a throwback to the Nokia phones of yesteryear. So let's check out the power button over here. So when I click this, it actually wakes up the device, and when I click it again, it goes back to sleep. So you can even use the double tap to lock feature over here if you want. The smartphone also has a built-in DAC which is from B&O Bang & Olufsen called the B&O Play, which should provide really good audio quality to users similar to what you found in the LG V10 smartphone. Now this here is the LG G5 in Titan color, which is more of a grey, silverish grey, dark grey kind of color. You also have a proper silver color, a gold color, as well as a pink color for the LG G5 smartphone. So that was a quick look at the LG G5 smartphone from here at MWC 2016.